Chest, slow, chest. Welcome, good evening everyone. I almost said good afternoon, but it's definitely evening time already, 7 p.m. local time here. Welcome everyone to our Wednesday Tao Transformation Evening, which is an amazing event which we hold here complimentary every Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m., where we practice together, come together to transform our life further using the teachings of Dr. and Master Zhigang Sha, and to transform. And today we have a guest teacher, or not really a guest teacher, Shainey Palmer. She's been with us many times. She's a certified Tao, certified soul teacher, not Tao teacher, soul teacher. And we'll have her here tonight, and she will go through with us on how we can build our foundation and open our heart further. For those of you who don't know Shainey yet, I'll give you a little introduction to her. She has been on the spiritual journey for over 15 years now, and she has studied global challenges and also holds a master's degree in anthropology. She holds also many qualifications of the Tao Academy, such as Soul Teacher and Tao Communicator, and some others as well. She's also a Tao Hands practitioner. And tonight we have her here to guide us through this event, through this session. And before we start, I'd like to ask you if you can open your camera so that we can interact with each other as well. Shainey will be coming up in a moment, and it's just nice to interact with each other. If you can, try and switch off your Facebook or your WhatsApp or your other kind of social media that you're not using to watch us right now, so that you can be fully present in the field, get the most benefits out of it. And one more thing, if you can, put in the chat, where are you watching us from? I'd love to see that. Okay, I can see Jati is here on camera, welcome. I can see Eleanor, welcome. Kanchan here, Nalini, welcome. Carol, okay, Sheena is here. And many others, so happy to see all of you here. A quick reminder, this is our weekly complimentary event, so feel free to come back. We have a different topic every week, and you can learn something new and practice together to transform your life. Yes, Nalini lives locally, amazing. Okay, so thank you. If you have any questions throughout the session, please put them down into the chat so we can pick it up from there. And then we are going to invite Shainey on stage, who will be joining us now. And so happy to see all of you here. Okay, welcome everyone who's just coming in. And welcome Shainey. Okay, let's give some noise for Shainey. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Johannes, and hello, and thank you everyone. Welcome, thank you for joining and being here at this time. So, yes, it's lovely to see you all again. And I think a few of you I may not have seen before. So it's actually I can see a few of you on camera. I can wave to you as well. Hi. Hello. Okay. So today's topic is going to be about two things. The first thing is grounding, being connected to our center, and also opening the heart. Now, these two things are actually very deeply connected. The reason it is connected is because when we go about life, and not only life but on a spiritual journey, it is very important for us to be going it in this journey and not going too high and not staying too low, but in a balanced condition. And many people that go on this journey can quickly, especially when there's high frequency, a lot of things going on, maybe all the things that are happening in the world, it's very easy to become unbalanced. Maybe you see something on the news, or you hear something about some incident that happened to a loved one. Maybe they go through a difficult time, or even if you go through a difficult time, one of the first things that happens, your heart. There's something in your heart that goes, whatever it may be. Or maybe there's some emotion that happens, or something that goes like the world spins. There's some sort of thing that happens. And this can quickly take us out of our peace. And one thing that I say very regularly is there shouldn't be anything that takes us out of our connection, of our connection to our true self, of our true nature. Because anything that brings us out of our connection with our true self, our true nature, is not worth it. Because it means that we lose connection with ourself. And we can do that very quickly, especially if something outside triggers us. So one of the most important ways to combat that is to bring a connection back inside from where it has gone outside, wherever it diffuses, however it happens. Whatever shakes you should not break you. It was a bit of a rhyme. It was for my brother. He likes rhyme. Whatever. No, it's for all of you as well. But whatever shakes you should not break you, okay? Basically. And it's also important to know that when there is something that has the potential to shake you, even if it does affect you, at that moment, the difference between it carrying on and you transforming it is the way that you deal with it at that time. Because something that carries on from the point that it happened, it could stay with you for such a long time. It could stay with you for the rest of your life. And maybe you've already experienced that. Maybe there's something that happened to you when you were younger, or even in your earlier years, and you still think about it. It's still there. Maybe not every day, but maybe you're just walking down the road, and you see something on the side of the street, and it triggers it for you. It's like, oh yeah, that happened. This is something that happens maybe in the background or subconsciously, but it affects our life. And it shakes us. It really shakes us. And so it's important that we have tools to break the shaking and to come back to our center, to come back to ourselves, to move back into our connection and our grounding. And the best way to do that is a very core practice, which is building the foundation and opening the heart. Now, these are also two different and separate practices, but for me, I share them as a yin-yang pair, because I believe and I feel that grounding and connection is in both spaces. The reason being is in our lower abdomen, it's a place when we've begun to do practices, when you start doing practices with Master Sha's teaching, when the first things you may ask is, put your mind in your lower abdomen, or concentrate in your lower abdomen. Why is that? Why do we concentrate in our lower abdomen? in our lower abdomen, it actually is a very special and sacred place. Our lower abdomen holds different, very powerful energetic centers. And I'm not going to go through all of the energetic centers today because that will be a much longer teaching than we have time for. And it's a very advanced teaching, actually, because if you really develop this area, then you're really moving way forward on the advanced spiritual journey. But I will share that this area is called the Zhong. And Zhong is spelled as Z-H-O-N-G, Zhong. And Zhong actually, it means core in Mandarin Chinese. Zhong means core. And there is a book that shows you, one moment, can you find me Soul Healing Miracles? I will just get it for you in a moment. There is a book that has the diagram that shows you actually where the area is. And the book is called Soul Healing Miracles. There is another book as well that shows you where it is. This is one of the earlier versions of the diagram. But it's a very powerful illustration. And this is a bigger illustration. So I'm going to bring it closer to the camera so that you can see. Yeah, can you see it? It's this one, this illustration. So I'll try to hold it straight. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So I don't know if it's going to come, if it comes through properly on the camera, but actually this area, I'm trying to, forgive me for my finger, I'm literally doing it in the opposite direction. I'm trying my best. But this area that it's highlighting, this area here, this is called the Zhong. It's just the back half of the body. So this is the navel, that's the navel, and that is directly opposite the navel. Oh, okay. That is directly opposite the navel. And that point is something called the Mingmen point. And midway here, you have something called the Konggong. And much lower, you have this side, you have the Kundalini, which is over here. And over here, which is not marked, you have something called the lower Dantian. I'm not asking you to memorize, I'm just giving you an idea of what energy centers are in here, because there's quite a few. And it's just to give you an example, or just to share with you what's here, why this area is so powerful. So if you don't catch all of the words and all of the meanings and what they are, don't worry. It's just, and I'm giving you an idea of why this area is the core, why it's called Zhong, why it's called the core. You see behind me, Zhong core. So, like I said, this is the navel. This is something called the Mingmen, which is the point of the source in the body, the Tao point. This is called the Konggong. This is the Kundalini. Well, actually, the Kundalini is just a little bit higher than this here. And this is the Wei Lu, which is like the tailbone area. And below here is something called the Hui Yin acupuncture point as well. And the lower Dantian is not actually marked. The lower Dantian is over here. And these are all very key energy points or energy centers. And like I said, I'm not going to go into each of them very deeply. Here, it's just here. This is the diagram. Yeah, you can see just that area. Yeah. So it's the back half of the body. So if this was, so this is my waist, so like halfway from here, and then at the back there, that's the Mingmen point. So my navel is here, so it's literally halfway from there, and then the back half, so like this whole half. That's where the Zhong area is. And in the later books, the Zhong actually goes further than the lower half of the body. Can you just do yeah. It goes from here, my navel is here, and the Mingmen is here, and it goes all the way, goes all the way down to the heels of the feet. The heels of the feet. So you can see it goes the halfway of my body, and this is the back half. It goes all the way back down towards the heel of the feet. And that is the Zhong area. And like I said, the Zhong is the core of life. And when you have a strong core, then you have a strong basis for doing life. And this is why we do practice actually to strengthen the core. And like I showed you, there are many, many different centers, energy centers, and spiritual centers where you build and develop that help you to stay grounded, to help you stay centered, and help you stay connected. Connected to who? The source, to the earth, to heaven, and more, to your true self. So that's one part. Like I said, that's the Zhong. And the message center, or the heart, the message center is it's in the center of the body. So literally it's just the center, the message center, the center. And it's the spiritual heart. It's a spiritual, there's many, many, many things connected to the message center actually. And it is in also one of the books of Master Sha. You have the whole list. Can you get me, Vala? Can you get me the Da Song Da Da? There's quite a few places that the message center is. And get me soul communication as well, both of them. So, thank you very much. The message center also corresponds with the area where the fourth chakra is, or the fourth soul house. And this area is a very, very important area, like I was saying, for our spiritual development. So the message center is actually a fist-sized energy center. And when you build this area, or you do your best to open your heart, then what you're doing is you're transforming near to many, if not really, many, many aspects of life. Many aspects of life. So the books that I have here in front of me, can you just find the message center? It's like around the first few pages, like beginning half. So let me show you. Okay, I'll do it this way. So the message center is, like I said, a very key area, and it's also synonymous with the words opening the heart and soul, right? Maybe you've heard that before. You need to open your heart. Have you heard that before, anyone? Yes? Right. And maybe you've heard that and you're like, okay, what does that mean? What does it mean to open the heart? Like, you can't literally be like, oh, you know, it's not a practice that you can do, but opening the heart is are words, and these words correspond not necessarily to the physically aspect of opening the heart, but actually being open, and the practice of being open. It is understanding and honoring your own connection to your true self by understanding and honoring and seeing the true self in everyone and everything. That means when we open our heart, what we are doing is we are opening ourselves to see the truth, but also to receive. And not just to receive anything, but to really receive in connection with the source. Opening our heart is the practice of letting go of all the things that no longer serve us in our life. It's the practice of letting go of all of the negative emotions, the negative mindsets, the ego and the attachments. It's letting them go, and it's cleaning a place inside of you which allows you to have an expression of the true essence of who you are. When you open your heart, what it means is that you begin to move into a connection space where you receive and can give from your true self and true nature. And this is one aspect, because I can give one definition today, but I can also give another definition another time. Because the practice of opening the heart is really a practice of going deeper in your spiritual journey. Every time you come to a new teaching, a new space, a new place, then you open yourself up to a new transformation. Every time you go through a practice, you release. So when you release something, you release negative information, you become new, you become different. And when you do that, what you're transforming is going to be different every single time. How you show up is going to be different. Because if you transform, for instance, your blockages around love today, then the next time you show up, you will be in a different field, a different space when it connects to love. So I would say the definition of trying to open your heart and soul is not really a definition, because it needs to be an experience. It really is an experience. And this experience happens in layers. Sometimes there are things that are beyond what the mind can understand, because the mind doesn't have the capacity to see the full spectrum of it. Because the heart, it houses the soul, heart, mind, and body. And the Tao teaching actually, in the Tao Te Ching, written by Lao Tzu, Lao Tzu says, when you are in the womb, you cannot know the mother. When you're in the womb, you do not know the mother, right? If you're a baby in the womb, do you know the mother? You may know a certain aspect of her, but you are inside. You cannot fully know what the mother is like. In the same way, he says the Tao is like the mother. You are inside the womb. We are inside the womb of the Tao, the source. We're inside the womb of the source. But we may not know the full aspect and extent of the source, because we are created by the source. We're inside the source. Therefore, we may not know fully all of the aspects and different layers of what it means to open the heart and soul, or to fully develop your zhong. But what you do know grows every single time as we purify, as we transform, as we let go, we release. Because we then show up every time as a new being. Are you following so far? How do you feel about the teaching? Is it coming clearer? How is it for you? Yeah? Oh, you found it? Message center. Yeah. Great. So, knowing that as like the foundation, the foundational wisdom, we're going to do a practice that would be targeting both the zhong and the message center. And how do we do that? So the reason, like I said, I wanted to do the zhong and the message center together is because, like I said, the zhong is the core of life. And the message center is also very core for life. And in my experience, when you really want to do a strong grounding practice, you practice for both. And when you're on your own, I would say you do it individually. Like you do the Jong for a certain amount of time, and then you do the message center for a certain amount of time. And then you can also do both together. But the more that you practice for both of them, the more that you connect different aspects and layers of your Shen Qi Jing, of your soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter. So you could also see it a little bit as yin yang in the body, right? You have the yin and the yang as a yin yang pair, yin yang a couple almost. And when you do purify both of these, like I said, you ground, you purify, you move into connection. What you're also doing is you're strengthening, like I said, not only the foundation, but also the way that you show up in the world. So that's very, very powerful, right? You want to show up centered, grounded, and connected. So we are going to, did you find it?
This explains the message center a little, the main one in chapter 2.
Go to that one. Yeah. So we're going to do a practice to do, like I was sharing during this session. You know what? Let me give you a little bit of an idea of what the. It's okay. You know, I'll give you a little bit of an idea of the fourth soul house of the message center from this book. So this is the fourth soul house, but it was also very deeply connected to the message center. So the fourth soul house is a fist-sized space in the center of the body or the chest. And this is the center for the fourth soul house. It says here is the center for empowering the message center, which is also a center for healing, love, forgiveness, compassion, light, life transformation. It's also the center for transforming your negative information. And in Tao science, it's also the heart is the receiver, the spiritual receiver. It is also a very, very key area for your spiritual channels or your spiritual channel communication possibilities. So that's just an overarching. There is more wisdom connected to it, but there is other courses and programs that you can do that will give you deeper wisdom on what this actually is. Okay, voilà. It's okay. I give the essence. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a sitting and a standing practice. We're going to begin by doing a sitting practice. So let us put both feet flat on the floor and directly flat on the floor like this. And your back away from the back of the chair. And close your eyes. I'm going to keep my eyes open so I can see and do other things to guide you in this practice. But keep your eyes closed. And put one palm on your lower abdomen and the other palm on your message center, so the center of your chest. And we're going to do something called an invocation. An invocation, I call it a connection. It's a connection to ourselves, but also to the source. Lean a little bit higher. Leave it a little bit higher. Yeah. Thank you. So as you're closing your eyes, we're going to just connect. Fully relax your body, fully relax your arms, let your shoulders drop, let your eyes relax, your head fully relax. Become grounded, present, and centered. And bring your attention to your lower abdomen. And we're going to speak to the source. We're going to speak to heaven. You can repeat silently. You say, "Dear the Tao Source, dear the Divine, dear the saints animals, in heaven that serve us, that serve love and light. We love you, we honor you and appreciate you. Please can you assist us in this practice to ground, to open our heart, to move into deeper connection with our true self. I'm so deeply grateful. Thank you. And we now will speak to ourself. We say, "Dear my true self, my true nature, dear my soul, dear my whole Shen Qi Jing, my soul, heart, mind, energy and matter. Please allow me to go into deeper connection with my true self. Release any negative information. Please allow me to release any negative information and to connect our heart and soul with the source." I'm so deeply grateful. Thank you. And if you have any treasures or transmissions you wish to turn on at this time, please do, to also assist you in this practice. And we're going to add a little forgiveness practice. So if there's any soul that I or my ancestors may have hurt or harmed in this or any past lifetime connected to grounding, building a strong foundation, opening the heart, or when we close the heart of others, I deeply, most sincerely wish to apologize for any mistakes that I or my ancestors have made in this or any past lifetimes. Please forgive me. I forgive any soul that's hurt or harmed me. I also forgive myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And continue to take a moment to connect in your lower abdomen. Just feel the frequency vibration for a moment. Stay in the connection. Mute, mute, mute me. And we're going to chant. We're going to sing. And what we're going to sing is two sounds. The first sound is Zhong. So like I wrote on the board, Zhong. And the second sound is going to be Ah. A-H. So we're going to start with Zhong and then we're going to move to Ah, okay? So Zhong is the core and then we'll move to Ah. So follow my lead. And there may be more mantras that we'll chant, but just allow the process. Let's begin. Zhong, 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 Zhong. Make it powerful. Zhong, 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 Zhong. And you can bring your hands to your lower abdomen and you can tap your lower abdomen even when your eyes are closed. Let's do it. Zhong, 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 Zhong. Let's stand up. Let's stand up and do this. Keep your eyes closed, but keep your mind inside in your lower abdomen area. Let's continue. Zhong, 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 Zhong. And when you do this, make sure you bend your knees a little. Just bounce as if you're bouncing like on a ball, like this. Zhong, 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 Zhong. Lavina, show the full screen so you can see the bouncing. A little bit, Rana. Thank you. Okay. Zhong, 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 jump. So you can see like I'm bouncing a little bit like this. Jump, 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 jump. Even louder, more powerful. Jump, 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 jump. It's not shouting. It's not shouting. What you're actually doing is you're speaking from this area. Literally, you're not speaking from here. You're projecting your voice from your lower abdomen, saying jump, like this. Jump, 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 jump. But you're doing it in a way where it's like, okay, it's coming out of your mouth, but you're actually grounding to the earth. Jump, 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 jump. And the light, actually, the light shining in your lower abdomen, but it's shooting down. It's really shining. It's vibrating. Jump, 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 jump. And you can also tap your back as well. Both. Jump, 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 jump. I see very strong golden light in this area. And if your arms get tired, don't worry, you can also keep them just focused on your lower abdomen and still chant jump. Just allow yourself, even if you want to rest your arms, or if you want to do it a little bit more quieter, you can. We're going to continue bouncing for a little bit longer. Jump, 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 jump. Jung 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 jung. Now softer. Jung 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 jung. A few more moments. Jung 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 jung. And now in silence. And now just take a moment and feel in your lower abdomen area. How is your body feeling? Can you feel any tingling? Any heat? Maybe you might feel cool, or maybe nothing at all. Okay, very good. So next one we're going to do sitting down for our message center. And we're going to chant Ah. So when you do this, you can do it in two ways depending on how you feel. You can also tap your message center, almost in like, not like a strong fist, but just kind of like, wait, somewhere loose. I'm just looking at what's the best place. I know over here you can't see my hand, it's disappeared. But if you go, that's how I was like this. I think over here, so like somewhere just like not too strong. You don't want to hurt yourself, right? But just like loose enough. So you just tap your message center like this. Or you can put your hand in a prayer position and tap the center, like tap. Naveen, I'm going to stand up so you can see that from the side. You tap your message center like this. So you can see from the side, it's like tap, 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 like that. That's what it looks like from the front. Yeah. Okay, so it's your decision. You can use your fist or you can use your, in a prayer position, however you feels best. I personally like this one. But I also like this one. Like, I can't have distinctions anymore. So I'll do both, depending on what I feel. But both of you can do whatever you wish to do, okay? And we're gonna say Ah. Ah is the mantra for the message center, or the fourth soul house. It's the sound that vibrates the area. And we're gonna just start. Let's go. You can also close your eyes to do this. It's better. You can bring the energy inside, and you also you can visualize golden light there as well. Okay, let's do it. Ah 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 Soften it. ah, 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 ah. We're going to switch the mantra now to light. Okay, light. Let's go. Light, 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 faster, light, 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 faster, light, 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 light. Light, 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 faster, light, 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 okay, light, 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 and we'll sing light, 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 light. And now in silence. And just now take a moment and keep your hand on your message center and your other palm on your lower abdomen. Just stay there for a moment and feel your message center. How does it feel? How does your whole body feel? Can you feel the light? Can you feel warmth? And fully relax in this space. And if your arms are tired, you can put them both on your lower abdomen. And fully relax. In the last few moments, you can just be present. And I will sing a song, an ancient mantra. Fully relax. Wang mani ba ma. 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 And take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. And take the last few moments to check in with yourself. How you're feeling, what's happening, sensations in your body. How does your jong feel? How does your heart, your message center feel? open your eyes. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all those who assisted us, who supported us. Thank you, Divine Tao Source. Thank you, saints, animals. Thank you, ourselves. Thank you, we love you. We say how. How means perfect, get well. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Gong song means respectfully return. How? Okay. Whew. How's everyone feeling? Let us know in the chat, or if you want to share in person, you can turn on your mic, you can raise your golden hand if you want to share. And while you do that, while you share, I will just mention that the last mantra that I was singing is actually an ancient mantra, if you wish to know. It is Guan Yin mantra. Guan Yin is the Buddha or the Bodhisattva of compassion, also known as the goddess of mercy. She has many different names. Avalokiteshvara, yes, Guan Yin, and a few others. Bodhisattva Kannon in Japanese culture. And that mantra is her enlightenment mantra, and it's very ancient but very powerful. And you asked me Soul Healing Miracles. In the Soul Healing Miracles book, it actually shares a little bit about this mantra and what the actual areas that each of the sounds, because they are sounds, what they correspond with. I don't think you can see it very well here, but it is on page 10 if you want to see. But you can see a little bit. This is the areas that it corresponds with. So it is also a mest center and a Zhong practice. It does both. Yeah, so you can see. Great. So you can see it's like kind of similar, that area. Okay. So yes, if you wish to share in person, just let me know. Raise your hand, raise your golden hand. And I will read a few comments. Oh, I think Kanchan wishes to share.
Thank you so much. That was really beautiful practice, very, very deep and much needed. So grounding and connection with the method center, and then you chanted the divine mantra. I felt like when you did the zone, I felt the whole, the bottom part of the body, from the diaphragm down to the feet, vibrating. And then when we did the method center, I saw my lungs, and I thought, we're doing message center, so how come I'm seeing my lungs? But then I felt my breath deepened. So the blockage in my lungs got removed by chanting the message mantra, the Ah. And as we chanted Wong Mani Ba Ma Hong, oh my God, I got so hot all over. The whole body is tingling. I'm so deeply grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Master Shah. Thank you, Soul Healing Miracle Book. Yeah, it's so powerful practice in there. Thank you so much, Shainey.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. And I'll read a few comments before we have our final messages from Johannes. So do you mind scrolling up, please? Thank you. iPhone says, thanks, very relaxing and beautiful. Ranjan says, a beyond powerful practice filled with infinite light in my Jong. Thank you, Masha, Divine, and Shainey. Love it. Evelyn had a question, is Jong the lower Dantian? No, Jong is not the lower Dantian, but the Jong is an area from in the lower abdomen area, you can say. We did a teaching earlier, so you can go back if you weren't here for the recording. It's on Facebook, I believe. But the lower dantian is, you can say it's in the Jong area. It's a fist-sized energy center. The Jong is an actual area itself. It goes from yeah, you can look back and see. Hopefully that answered your question though. Dr. Nahid said, thank you so much. Felt a lot of tingling and energy shifting. The last mantra felt very deep. Much love and gratitude. Thank you. Nalini says, wow, that was so powerful and energetic. Thank you, Shainey. Thank you, Nalini. Lenore says, thank you, dear Shainey. Amazing teaching and practice. My whole being is very peaceful and ever so grateful. Thank you, Lenore. And Sylvia says, so great practice. I feel strong in my jaw. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia. And thank you everyone for being here in this session. We do have this session each and every week, and we are happy to serve you, whoever is here. And I'm happy to serve you as I'm here this week, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Oh, Daksha says, thank you, Shainey. Very powerful session. So yes, you'll maybe see me very soon in this session or another session. But I thank you very much, love you, and see you again. Bye. Oh, Johannes, did you have any announcements? Johannes said, join us next week again at 7 p.m. Thank you, everyone. Bye. This is a very long pause, a very long wave. Would you like to, bye. Turn off the.
Oh. If your point when through the practice of the song is grounded you, so you are connecting with Mother Earth. That's the form of the